Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be cleaning all this excess grease and hydraulic oil that's all over everything. I'm still waiting for the boom cylinders to come in, but I want to get as much done as I can. I'm going to drain out the hydraulic oil and get that ready to go as well. But first thing I want to do is, you can see the mess that's up there. That's all from that leaking. I mean, this is always going to happen. This is just from the grease that comes out from greasing that pin, but I still don't want to have it all over the place because I want to repaint this. I drove 2 hours yesterday to go to into North Carolina to go find the paint for this because nobody else had it. So I want to get this all cleaned up, and I also want to get as much, well, out of here, all this mess, and then all inside around the swing motor and all that has just a lot of pine needles and just gunk. So I'm going to clean as much as I can with a spatula, and then I'm going to degrease and pressure wash everything. So let's give it a shot. Come on. Alright, here we are. It is clean, or as clean as it could be. Looks pretty good. Still a little bit, you can tell where I've painted it before. So I'm going to try to get the whole stick done with that color. It's not exactly Kobelco color, but it's close enough. So that's all done underneath. And I also washed it with simple green just to get all the grease and oil off everything. I washed the front because I blew a lot of that grease up there on the side of the cab, and I'm going to paint that side of the cab before I put on the cylinder. Sorry about the wind, of course we got a storm coming tomorrow, but the cylinder's in the way to paint that side, so I'm going to do that. And got everything all around. I even cleaned inside. I had a lot of splatters that had come in on the back window, I'm going to repaint, touch up the counterweight a little bit. It's pretty good, but there's a couple of scratches when I went into a pile. And so in there's pretty clean. Got the window cleaned where David's stickers are, so that looks better. So now we're just waiting for those cylinders to come. Should be next day or so. Welcome back, everyone. Look what I got. Just left Jackie at Carolina Hose, and they are all repacked, new seals, everything. So I am going to drain the oil. I bought a new garbage can just for the occasion. I got the new filter, hydraulic filter, and I got 4 new hoses, all color coded, ready to go. So first thing I am going to do is drain the oil, and of course it's windy. I wanted to paint, as I talked about. Really want to paint the cab. I've had the paint for it. Right there is very difficult to paint, and when the cylinder's in the way. So I would like to do that beforehand, and the wind is not going to help. I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow in the morning, before the wind picks up, I can get that done. I'm going to pick up some, I thought I had some paper to tape over the windows. I've got tape, but I need to get some paper. So I'm going to have to get that today somewhere. But alright, let me get started on, I'm going to get started on draining out the oil, and probably won't refill it until I hook up the cylinders so that it doesn't leak out. I'm pretty sure there's like an anti-drain valve, because when we disconnected those, nothing really kept pouring out even though the tank is full. But I don't want to take a chance that my brand new oil is going to run out, so I probably will not put the new oil in until I actually get these 2 cylinders in and laying down. As you saw before, put these 2-bys across and they will lay on there, and this way I can I'll take a measurement up to the pins and try to get the eyelets, you know, where they need to go. So the first one that will go will be the cab side, and but I'm probably gonna have Uncle Greg come here for that in a day or so to help me, because it'll be much easier to have them guided into place. Taking them out wasn't bad. It's always easier to take something out than it is to put it back. So it'll be nice if there's somebody with, I can have it on one strap. Bought 2 new straps as well. I'll show that when I do it, but it would be a lot easier to have somebody guided in there, and then we can push the pin in. So all right, let's go. Okay, here's the next day. All the oil has drained into the pail. I'm gonna flush a little bit of new oil through it and let that drain out, just to get any of the crappy oil out of there. Alright, so we've got our 60 gallons plus. I actually have 67 gallons altogether, so hopefully won't need that. But I took the leaf blower, blew all the pine droppings and needles and all that, so nothing goes in. The filter is in here. This is the tank. So I'm going to get this off first. This one's a pain because the nuts underneath are not welded on. Well, they're welded on. They're actually tapped into the frame, but they're stripped. So a lot of these have a nut underneath it, and you have to use a needle nose with a bent nose on it to be able to hold them. So I hate having to do the filter side, but I'm going to get working on that now. And like I said, I've got Uncle Greg coming here to help me get the cylinders on, but I got to get this filled up first. I always take these off in opposite order, so it releases the pressure on it evenly. The last two I just do a little and then take the last one out. And I'm going to leave the cover on. I got to pull out the strainer, but like I said, I want to dump it. I'm going to put the plug back in and pour in a little bit of oil and let it out again, just to get it cleaned out as much as I can. Here's the strainer. Not terrible, but not good either. So I'm going to go clean that out. Put the cover back on. Well, and here's a little contraption that I made up to be able to push all the oil, whatever residue, leftover oil is in the bottom of the tank, so I can push it out the hole. Unfortunately, I'll never get it all, but I can get most of it. The only part I can't get is what's in the pump, down in the actual hose, the tube that goes to the pump. But it did help. I didn't video what the oil looked like when I poured in the half a bucket, but it certainly looked a lot better. You know, what I did was I put this up and I put a 6x6 underneath it when I lowered it down. Oh. So this pin's got to go in first. I'm thinking we get this pin in first, then pull this back, put those up, put the 6x6, I'll lower it down, and that's when we go and get the other one and do the same thing. And then I lift one up from the outside and then lift the other one from this side. That's how I lowered it. I actually had to bring that machine in this side, but
now do I measure this? Well, they're both the same size. So distance.
Yeah.
Want to do that first or after?
Well, I probably should do it first. No, it's got to go the other way. Yeah, just like that.
more.
Okay.
You gotta go here more. 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 Here more.
Okay.
Okay. They have.
It won't go anywhere. The only thing we got to do is I got to find the shim. Oh, they're over here. See if you can wiggle. There we go. Wonder if I know if it's right. Pull down just a hair, like wiggle it. Push forward. Okay, the only thing we got to do is get, your hands are clean, right? We need a screwdriver. You know, that yellow handled screwdriver, I think it's in the bag. All right, I'm gonna turn it. You see the hole? See the hole?
Yep.
This is coming in too, I think. Don't worry about the nuts right now. Because they're not going anywhere. I'll leave them right up. I'll leave them right up there. Screwdriver's up there too. All right, let's put this. Put this back. And let's pick the other two up. And this one will go, it'll go on there, not now. So, I will lower this one down. Yep, that's the way it goes. And this is turned in the right direction then. I gotta back up though.
Yep. Hold on a minute.
All right, let me shut it off for a second. The one problem we're gonna have with our measurement is we pulled it off the hole, and you can't really get at the hole. Well, we'll have to do it off the pin. You know, the pin's bigger. We'll have to subtract a little bit from it.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That end is bigger. It's not in the hole.
Oh.
You know, it's out here.
Oh, okay.
That's the end that doesn't slide through. Actually, no, we can get it from... No, we can get it. That's the side that does slide. That side doesn't slide through.
Yeah.
This side, we can get the measurement off of this one.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that one first.
Okay. One more. The tendon was hanging up on that pin, I think.
I'm going to try to go that way. Is it hitting the pin?
Yeah, the pin is popped out, but...
Okay, hold on.
Now, is that going to go high enough to put it up on that pin?
Well, it will. I mean, I got it down.
Yeah. Okay, I just, you know. So you have to do this one first. Or,
well, we could go either one.
Yeah, 'cause you have to go around this way for the other one.
Yeah. But I mean, that pin is ready to go.
Yeah.
Like this side is obviously, you see it's in.
Yeah.
So we probably should do this side first.
Yeah.
And then do that side. All right, now we're going to start it up and get these cylinders pushed out to where they need to go. Hopefully. Listen to the pump whine when it first goes on. Here. So the only thing left to do, put some of the tools away. I got some caps I want to leave behind the seat for in case a hose ever blows, which they shouldn't now because pretty much they're all replaced. But you never know. And the last thing I want to do is check the hydraulic level back in the tank here, just to see after running it. I think I got most of the air out of it, but can't know 100%. So we'll take a peek, and then I will talk about what I think I learned from this experience. I guess the main thing, I was wondering about the cylinders, about doing both boom cylinders at the same time, or being able to adjust them, you know, because they both work together but they don't move together, so to speak, if that makes any sense. Yep, we're down a little bit, probably down about 5 gallons. So I'm going to top that off. I'm going to leave this over top. While I do that, no need to watch me pour oil in again. But let me go down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as you saw, when I extended out the rams, especially with the air in them, they move at different rates. So, you know, I'm wondering why did it go, you know, why did one go faster than the other? And I assumed it was from air being in there. And as you saw, it worked fine. So I would say it's no problem to do both at the same time. The other one will, with the pressure, will allow the other one to move to where it needs to be. And I definitely would not do the stick cylinder all at the same time, because then you're, as you saw in the previous videos, very difficult to do when everything moves around, because believe it or not, that cylinder does actually hold that stick cylinder where it is. It will drop down farther than that if that is not in. So other than that, I think that's about all I learned from this. And I don't want to ever have to do another one. So what I have to do now is I have to clean up the cylinders. Have some grease on them from lifting and just off the straps. So I'm going to clean those. I got to paint them up because they got scratched a little bit, and I am going to paint the stick, I believe, completely. And I don't think I'm going to do anything on the boom. It's clean now. I may touch up a little bit of that's been like that underneath there. I think I may just touch that up a little bit, and that's about it. So hope you enjoyed that series of repairing the cylinders, but that might give you a reason not to want to do them yourself. Or at least if you do, you'll have a little bit better of a understanding of how it works. So okay, everyone, as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Gonna start digging again, so get to it. Here's a little bonus footage for anybody that hung around to the end. First, I wanted to say Happy Easter to everyone. I don't know, these holidays come around quickly, and Easter is an important one to me as well. I'm going to put up a picture after of a cross that came to me when I was having a really bad day, and I'll show it. I'll show you where I was. I'm walking out there now, but I've put this in a video before, and I don't think it got too many responses. I was actually surprised I didn't get a call from like news medias, because you'll never see this. I mean, if you look closely at this picture, you'll see Jesus's face on the cross. And I was sitting here having a bad day. Wendy came home and she saw me, and I'm gonna just turn this around so you could see, but that cross was right there, so you can see the lake, and it was there for 40 minutes. All the other clouds moved away, and that cloud stayed there for 40 minutes. And that was about 3 months, I think, after David's passing. So, oh, there goes a goose. So I thought that was very important. I show everybody that picture that I can, so I wanted to put that up again. So again, hopefully everybody has a happy Easter and a safe one, and remember, the reason is not for Easter eggs and chocolate bunnies. So even though David loved those, but that's not the reason. But I also today, you're seeing this as Saturday is when you're seeing this. Today is Thursday when I'm making this video, but I need to have time to edit it in. So today is Thursday, but meaning today being Saturday is David's birthday. He would be 32 today, so at 3:36. So I'd like everybody to say happy birthday to David. Have a shot. He loved Fireball, he loved Blue Moon, any kind of beer really, but I'm going to be doing that. He was born at 3:36, so I will be driving his truck around, blowing the horn like I normally do. I've talked about that before. But what I wanted to show is Wendy and I have been working very hard, Wendy especially, on the memorial area. So all the plants are new mulch. We got new lights. I actually used the old lights. I took the stems off them and I put them in the corners because I saw it at night when we had them laying on the ground, and it made a really nice glow up on the stone. So I'll try to come out tonight and get a shot of it. I hope that these new ones have charged up enough so that I can get a good shot of it. But I wanted to give you a view of that, and here's a nice shot of the dusk. That's down at the west side but I wanted to get a night shot. They're not really bright, so I have a switch on our outside light here, the street light. Let me put it back on, so at least that'll help a little bit. But I don't think they charged up all the way, but they're not bad. And the little design on the globe gives you a little design on the ground. I actually like the old ones better. They're brighter. As you can see, the ones that are more white. But there's one, those two on this side are not working. They did work, but those two, maybe they didn't. I think those two didn't charge. But Wendy had a good idea about using one of these raised beds over here, and so when we're sitting on the bench we can get something to look at. So she did a good job, and she just mulched all that so you can see the view from the bench. And then the front of David's house is all redone. White stone, all new plantings. I had to go back, so we got 2 yards of stone, so about 5 tons of white stone. Well, I picked up a load of white stone, and we have a helper. That's Tiger. Say hi, Tiger. Tiger, say hi. What? There you go. I knew you'd say hi. Got a yard of white marble chips. Wendy's hand placing them along the way. We got the beds in. Still have to put in the soil, but I had to level them, so I wanted to fill. Sand is free around here, so I wanted to fill up the bottom. And she got some of the flowers planted, but still have to do the rest. And I've got 2x material that's going to go in here, and this is all going to get white stone as well as over here. So I'm going to keep doing that for a little bit longer. Today is Sunday. David's birthday is coming Saturday. So we are trying to get everything done. I still have to, I've got the border, can't really see it, but because of the sun. But it's the same border that's around everything else. I'm going to put it here. I want to put it all around the house as well, but I haven't been able to get to that yet. Probably won't finish, but at least we want to get the front done. And I have one more of these round 42-inch raised beds, and we are going to put one on the other side of the driveway, right in front of the bench, so that we'll have something to look at when we sit there as far as flowers go. So, all right, and hopefully this wind sound noise is gone, because I've got this new super duper muff over the camera. So I'm gonna get back to work. Right, Tiger? And I think it looks really good. I did down the side of the house here. I am at one point going to put a garage over here. David always wanted a garage, so I'm going to do that. But I wanted to get this all done here. And there's that raised bed. She still has to mulch that, so it will be done for Saturday. But I think that it looks really good. Got a couple of ferns, and done all the way around. Dylan had made those in one of his program classes, and so we incorporated those in, and then on the side as well. So I think it looks really good, and I just wanted to get this in as a bonus. And there'll be some, I've painted the excavator. All right, the excavator is all painted. The only thing I'm going to fix, I did not replace the decals. That one had a scratch on it, so I'm going to tape that off and repaint it, even though it's a sticker. But cab's all painted. Got 2 coats on that. fix a couple of rust spots, and everything else has been repainted. Again, no stickers. I just masked them off, and they had painted it that way before. Somebody had painted it and actually got overspray on a lot of it, but I think it looks pretty good. Not bad for 2001. Nice and shiny again. And the best thing is, cylinders don't leak. So that's all done, and I'll get some clips of that in there. And next week I will start digging again. So look forward to those videos. I look forward to getting back into doing it, and after all that work of getting it back into shape. So all right, let's get those videos rolling. And again, everybody have a nice Easter, and if you can, remember David today at 3:36.